just thought I would do an update to my collection since it's been well over a year. Life has just been lifing. But yeah, just want to start off here with the biggest update as the case my collection's in. This is the Magicase DF series with the back shelves. Pretty nice case. Comes with lights. Keeps the dust off of the figures. Well worth it. But yeah, let's go ahead and just get into the collection. All right, just real quick. These aren't in the case, but these are the mainline figures that I have. Pretty much for mainline, I only buy figures that aren't a masterpiece, but I had as a kid. So I had the original Inferno, I had the GoBot Crasher, and then Needle Nose. I think that's his name, Needle Nose, from G1. So just want to do a quick snippet of these that are in the actual case. All right, so start off here. This is the main case now. Start off with the MMC Protectobots. We just finished this set this year. Really a nice set to go together. These were going to be my Protectobots, and I was going to use them in combine mode, even though it is smaller. But I got a really good deal on the X-Transbots limbs. So these are just robot form. Going to continue over here. So this is the main Autobot section, which I think I had most of these already in previous videos. I did upgrade to the Star Toys tracks. I had the KO Takara tracks before, and I didn't realize it until I got them into this case, but half the face wasn't painted. So, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the Star Toys more than the Takara, but as they say, you don't know until you have it in hand, and once I got the Star Toys in hand, I liked it better. But everything else on this shelf I had, I did upgrade to the Fans Toys Power Glide. I had the KO Pocket Toys Power Glide, which once I got it under these lights looked horrible. So I sold it and got the Fans Toys Power Glide, which surprisingly is still going for retail in the secondary market. So lucked out there. And then we have the X-Transbots Klaatu, their Cosmos, which is I didn't have last time. And come down to this shelf. I do have the DX9 Sideswipe. I think before I had the Bad Cube Sideswipe, which I liked the figure, but I didn't like how the windows were on the forearms. And I don't know if I wanted the DX9 to replace it, but again, once you get it in hand, you can kind of really see. And I really liked the DX9, so I swapped it out. These I had, you can really, looking at these newer figures versus that Sunstreaker, it's looking kind of dated. So maybe time to have a 2.0 of that by somebody. I did pick up the Mod Fans roller. Nice little figure. I still have the Transform Element Optimus Prime. I'm kind of at a point where as long as I'm happy with the figure and it's a good representation of the character, I'm not really trying to swap it out. And I like this figure, so I'm gonna hold on to it until something I like more comes out. And I had these already as well, but you may notice it's kind of a gap here, a blank space. So I did have my Takara Tomy Ratchet and Ironhide that KOs here, but I sold them because I pre-ordered the Fantastic model, which I still don't have because I ordered from Shozi. So who knows when I'll get those. And then of course I'm going to get the Fantastic model Red Alert when that becomes available, sometimes next year. But okay, that is the Autobots. Okay, then we're going to move down to the Decepticons, which I had these before. The Deformation Space Starscream, Bad Cube Decepticons. I do have these Star Toys. Blitzwing, I like the Blitzwing. I like the coloring and the look better than the Fans Toys, so I kept it. I do wish it was painted though. But these are what's new, the MPU cone heads. I really like these. I know they're not the same scale or height as the Deformation Space Seekers, but I don't care. These look good representation of the character, and that's good enough for me. The only thing I don't like is the thrust had that QC issue with the wrong hand, and unfortunately I couldn't get a replacement for whatever reason, but it's okay. I got store credit, so that's fine. And then I do have the Buzzsaw. That's new. Come over here, we have the Magic Square Combaticons. Look, they're a great set, look good together. I do think Vortex is my favorite out of these. They're good, they're okay. Nothing wow. It is pretty cool that they got them all out within, 12 to 14 months. But yeah, nice little set. And then finally, after years, we finally completed the Stunticons from Fans Toys. So I don't know, I just thought it was cool, but I just thought it would be a little bit more exciting to complete it. But it was just kind of like, okay, cool. Like it's done, about time. But yeah, glad to have the set. These are two of the X-Transbots Constructicons. Man, I really like these. I don't know what it is. I think it is the simplicity of the look that I like. But yeah, I'm really happy I went with these as my Constructicons. And then we have, this is all the same. I think I had all these. Megatron and Soundwave, and the other two Constructicons. So yeah, that's the Decepticons. All right, and these are my movie shelf or movie characters. In my last video, I said I was going to start collecting season 3 and season 4, or Rebirth, I guess, which I did. But after a while, I realized I didn't care about season 3. I didn't care about Rebirth. I don't even know much about the movie till recent years. I think maybe 3 years ago I actually saw the movie. So I was gonna sell everything until this figure, Fantastic model, Ultra Magnus, came in the mail, and man, I love this figure. And so this figure is the reason I have a movie shelf. But yeah, I have X-Transbots Ollie, Fans Toys Blur, Takara Hot Rod, that's the KO, DX9 Carry for Rodimus Prime, and then next Transbots, Springer and Cup. And then we have Blasters Tapes, which is Robot Paradise. Oh, I think they're Fans Toys. And then up top we have the Decepticons, so Fans Toys Cyclonus, Galvatron, and Scourge. I am not going to upgrade the Galvatron from Fans Toys, keeping the 1.0. I think maybe if I had the purple version, I would have swapped it out, but since I have the metallic movie version, I think I'm good with this. Yeah, that is the movie shelf. And for the final shelf here, we have the Masterpiece Beast Wars, which is, I'm so happy that we're actually getting Beast Wars Masterpiece figures. I know I'm probably like a lot of Beast Wars fans, but we got the Optimus Primal years ago. I think it's been almost 10 years now. We were like, okay, awesome. Are we gonna get any more? To now we have almost a full cast. Just need Airazor for the Maximals. The new figures, of course, is Rat Trap, which I just got a couple of days ago. Really looks really good. And then Rhinox. So yeah, hopefully we get an Airazor within the next year or so by either Takara or another company. And yeah, I do know there is an oversized KO of the Kingdom Airazor, which I did have, but it just didn't look right. So I got rid of it. And then this is Leo. I think it's Leo Prime or Leo Convoy. I have no idea how I have this figure. I don't remember buying it, but it was in the box with my Beast Wars figure, so somehow I acquired this. So I have it, it looks good. Don't know much about the character though. And over here we have the Predacons, which the new figures, of course, are the Medigate Pterosaur, and I think it's Robot Toys Scorponok. And I cannot wait till their Waspinator comes out. And I think they're also making some other figures too. They're doing a Legends Tarantulas, so hopefully they'll upsize that to a Masterpiece Tarantulas. And then we'll come up the top here. We have the Transmetals figures by Trenzart, which I believe I have almost all of them. Or I do have all of them, I believe. And then we were so close to getting the full cast before they stopped making these figures. So close. But the new figures are Quick Strike, which I know a lot of people were disappointed with this one. I got this in a trade, so I wasn't that disappointed. I think I would have been if I actually bought the figure. We have their Tarantulas. If there's one figure that I would recommend getting out of these Trenzarts, it's this one. This is, in my opinion, their best figure that they made. If you don't have it, or if you have maybe Tarantulas, this figure as a toy, as a kid, definitely get this figure. Then we have Transmetals 2 Dinobot, Cheetor, and Black Arachnia. And then, of course, my favorite character, my favorite Maximal in season 2, let's put it that way, is Silverbolt. And everyone was complaining about this figure on the forums. I think the complaints on this figure is why Trendart stopped making their figures, which really, really sucks. We were so close. So close. Sometimes the toy community, not just Transformers, but toy community in general, just needs to sometimes just kind of chill out a bit. These are just toys. No, doesn't make sense. But yeah, that is the Beast Wars collection. Okay, so that is the update of my collection. I know it's been over a year, so not a lot has changed, but there have been some changes. I'm looking forward to next year and mainly completing this shelf right here with the Ironhide, Ratchet, and Red Alert. And of course, the Constructicons from X-Transbots as well. I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Take care.